Well, first, congratulations to our team. Those guys came out there, they fought hard. It was a physical game. We knew that. Wyoming is always tough to play against. We found that out last year. We were able to go down there. I thought we played a physical game last year, and we lost some battles. And when you play against a team like Wyoming, you play against a quarterback like Josh Allen, you play against the defense in the way they play. I was really proud of our guys tonight. That was going to be a major challenge. We knew that. We knew it was going to be some ebbs and flows in the game, and it certainly was. And the guys came out there ready to play. So, just a credit to our guys and our coaches. I thought from Sunday, the sense of urgency from the coaches and the players and them working together and putting together the plan, that's where the game was won throughout the week. And we really went out there and really played like we practiced. I thought we had a great week of practice. And, so our coaches, players, those guys working together, it showed up tonight. And it wasn't perfect by any means, and they kept battling. I thought the second half, we came out there, and it was good to see the offense put together a drive. We opened up. We were able to score. I know it was a lot of plays. I think it was 18 plays in there. We took some time off the clock, and we punched it in. And then we finished the game with an interception. I believe we won the field position battle tonight. I don't know what the number is yet. But overall, what we wanted to accomplish, we did, and we were able to win the game. So credit to Wyoming. I don't know the name of the player that was injured. I hope he's okay. He's probably going to be out there, and that's tough. And anytime you go out there and compete against guys that are, fight as hard as they do, you have a lot of respect for them. But we've always respected them, and hopefully, tonight after tonight, they feel the same way about us. But we're able to get it done. So with that, open it for questions.
Hurst, you guys had 3 points at halftime, and then you come out in your first 3 drives. You go and you get in the end zone. What was the difference? And then at what point in time, too, did you realize that you guys chewed up 9 minutes and 44 seconds on that opening drive?
Yeah. Well, I think, I thought the offensive staff did a really good job of making adjustments in the second half. There was a few things, and like always, you prepare for one thing. They're showing a couple different things. You're trying to go out there and figure it out as you go, and can we block? Can we get to where the unblocked guy is? And sometimes we did, and sometimes we didn't. And they're going to make plays on the defensive side. But I thought the offensive staff did a great job adjusting. And then our guys really, we felt like if we get to the fourth quarter, we're going to win the game. And so the goal was to get to the fourth quarter. Let's go out there and let's put together a really good drive. Let's put ourselves in position to score. And we were able to do that. I didn't know how many plays it was. Somebody said at the end of that, that we had 9 minutes or something that we took off the clock, which is great. And I'm not so much about the time as it is the execution of 18 plays back to back. That's hard to do. And so I was proud of the staff. They did a really good job of making some adjustments. The players obviously went out there and executed and did their part. And then we were able to get the ball back. I mean, the defense, the special teams, they're executing. They're taking care of their assignments, and the offense was able to kind of build off of that in some field position and go out in there and put some more points on the board.
Montel said you let it be known coming out of halftime that maybe you guys hadn't been able to recently come out of the halftime and put together a drive. So to have that kind of a drive in that situation, considering how the offense hadn't been moving, what did that mean to you to kind of give you confidence, give the team confidence?
Yeah. Well, we didn't. You have 3 points and a half. You're obviously not fired up about that. And let me say this, too. I mean, we didn't help ourselves in some areas, but they also made plays. There was opportunities there, and they made some plays. We could have, which is why we made adjustments in the second half. But that was it. That was the challenge. The challenge was we have the ball back. Let's go put a drive together and score. It's time to do that. And felt like that the offensive staff and the coaches had a really good plan going into the second half. Now we just got to go out there and execute it. So trust it, execute it, and follow the plan. And, those guys were able to do it. Simple as that. I thought the whole team get to the fourth quarter. That was going to be our game, like I said, and we did.
You seem more kind of shuffling with the 2 quarterbacks tonight than we had seen you every other play at sometimes and stuff, just kind of back and forth. And I guess how much of a weapon has Montel become? Yeah. And we see him line up at receiver more now and running back some. And he had a hand in all your touchdowns tonight. He
did, absolutely. Yeah, he's it's really, if you look at all of our personnel, we're shuffling guys in and out, and he's part of that. we've looked at what we're doing, and like I've said before, I mean, he has a package of plays. Brett has a package. I mean, really, we have packages of plays for everybody out there. And, for us to be effective, and I think hard to prepare for, you're able to have Montel in there and doing some different things. The one he caught tonight, that was an idea that we put in, and I've got to go watch the film. I mean, really, we probably could have handed it off, but right before we called it, I'm like, he's going to throw this, and he did. And Montel went out there and broke 2 or 3 tackles and got it in, and that's those two guys working together. They're just trying to win games. Neither one of them care. They're just trying to go out there and execute plays. And Brett was in there and did some things. He was close to breaking one on his own read, where he could pull through a tackle. But we made some big throws. Both guys did. I thought we had some conversions that were really good. The one negative, we didn't finish with that 4th down. That's just. And that's frustrating. We talked about that, and we make no bones about it. We wanted to end the game. That was our chance to end the game. So we've got to go back to the drawing board and figure out how we do that. But as far as Montel and everybody in there, it was great to see Sed, get on the board. There was an opportunity where we had a throw on a play, and we've been running it a couple times. We got the look, and Montel was able to hit him. So whatever we got to do each week to go out there and find a way to win. I thought, as far as the play calling and all that, it was really good, and we had a great mix.
Hurst, I don't know if it was the way you guys drew it up or just the way it worked out, but it seemed like pretty much you got inside the 30-yard line and it went to Montel. And I'm wondering if that was the plan, to kind of use him in the red zone, or if it just worked out that way. And then, Brett, it kind of gets overlooked because he didn't throw touchdown passes tonight. But as you kind of mentioned, there were some second-long, third-down throws there in a couple of those drives that really kept those drives going, but kind of get lost in things tonight. Yeah,
one of the things, we want to run to win when you get in the red zone. Part of that, yes, Montel was part of that package. And so that was, in this game plan, that's how we thought we could get an advantage. Utilize him in the red zone, do some things, we're able to run it and try to get an extra blocker in there. Because the way they play, they have an extra safety down there, so they're consistently doing that. So how do we get somebody to block him? Well, we got to use our quarterback at times, and Montel was obviously a big part of that. But Brett, extending drives, it goes unnoticed. You think about explosive plays, you think about touchdown throws, and everybody wants that, and every quarterback wants that. But the bottom line is we were continuing drives, converting third downs, second downs. I thought we did a pretty good job tonight. I have to look at the stats. I hope our second down percentage was better, because it felt like we were able to get some more positive plays and being some more manageable third downs and some conversions that we were hoping to get. But both those guys, and Brett, I thought played well tonight, made good decisions. We won the turnover battle, which is what we wanted to do, which is what we didn't do last year. And I think when you can win the field position battle, you win the turnover battle, it's you're hard to beat.
How good did it feel to get back out on the blue? And I'm just kind of curious, how do you use redemption as a motivating factor, or do you? I mean, you could have picked the fact that you lost to Wyoming last year, or that you didn't have a good performance the last time you were on the blue. I mean, do you use those as motivation at all, or is it something that might add unnecessary pressure?
Yeah. No, we do. We talk about the blue all the time. I mean, when you walk out of our locker room, it says protect the blue. And that needs to mean something, and I believe it does to our guys. But there's a reason why it's up there. It's not just a decoration in the building. We have something special. We have a home field and blue turf and a record that's the best in the country at home. That means something to guys here. And as far as redemption and motivation, I think enough was said through media days. I didn't have to say a word. That's just part of it. Those things get out there. I don't control social media, but the buzz is out there as far as what other people want to say. That's where, with us, we try to be a team that we just do the talking when we go out there and play. Because that's really all you can do when you go out there and actually play a team on Saturday. So it doesn't matter. Our guys were aware of what was said. And really it was about trust the process, go out there, execute it, follow it. Let's just do that. Let's be the most physical football team when we go play. And I thought we were tonight.
Playing Josh Allen this week and the attention that he's kind of been getting this year, how's it feel to have a fairly effective game against him, having 2 interceptions against him? What's that mean to a team, and how's that feel?
Yeah, well, he's obviously a tremendous competitor. He is a very gifted athlete, and maybe we won't see him again. He is he's one of the best football players that we've played against, and so to go out there and have the coaches and the players put together a plan where we can create some turnovers. We didn't believe that we were going to shut him down. We knew that we could slow him down. We knew that we could make some plays if we got some pressure. We knew that we could cover better than we did. But you saw it tonight. I mean, he rolled out. He made a heck of a throw on a touchdown pass. And it's not many guys can do that. I'll just say that. Not many guys can do those things. And that's what makes him a special player. But with a competitor like him, and to be able to do what we did, to get some pressure on him, we did sack him. He's hard to bring down, but we got 2 or 3 guys to him. That was big for us.
I know it's part of coaching and stuff, but how the offense has just kind of evolved this season. I think a lot of people have expectations of what the Boise State offense is, but it just seems like you guys are just doing things that are very different. It seems to be working. Just what do you credit that to, and the fact that it can evolve? It seems almost game to game and look a little bit different.
Yeah. Well, I think that's a credit to our staff. You just have to you get the film on the opponent, and then you look at your personnel and what can we do. And sometimes that's scheme. You're schematically looking for new ideas or ways to attack, and maybe build off what you've already done. You're self-scouting what you've done. Sometimes through injuries, you've got to make some adjustments in there as well. Sometimes through where guys, one of the things that nobody gets to see is we get to watch these guys in practice. You get to see them for 3.5 hours. We get to see guys in practice, and you're going, this guy's improving, or he's doing some really good things that we could use, and he does it out there. And then we start to add those into the game plan. And not everybody gets to see it during the game. These are things that happen in practice. So I think over the course of practices and ideas and the coaches using some creativity in there, that's where the game plan has come up. And, we want to be explosive. We want to score as many points as we can. We'd love to score every single drive. Sometimes, you got to go out there and put together an 18-play drive. You got to go chew it up a little bit. You got to be able to run it. You got to convert third downs. And I thought we were decent tonight on third downs overall. But, that is every single week because it's a new challenge. Same process, new challenge. We play, when we play next week, it's going to be a different look. And are we going to be able to run the same things? Maybe not. We'll have to adjust.
You think the pressure on the quarterback stem more from the defensive line, the linebackers, or the secondary?
I think the D-line. I think our D-line is playing well. They don't always, one of the things, it's not always about a sack, but it is about a hurry up. And as a quarterback, if you're getting hurried up, and even when you release the ball, it's that D lineman running right by you, and in the back of your head, that guy's about 2 feet away from me and hitting me. And those type of things, they set in. I think it's totally underrated, when you're getting some hurry ups and you're just getting pressure on the quarterback, how much that truly affects the quarterback. Because eventually they know it's coming. And when they hesitate, freeze a little bit, and the D-line's able to get there, and, it's kind of like a velociraptor. I mean, one guy's coming over here, and they're looking at him, and, you got Jabril coming from the other side. So setting them up, those things happen.
You talk about getting to the fourth quarter, but you guys were losing going into the fourth quarter. But
we thought we'd win when we got to it. All right, so let's just get to it.
To be in that position though, in a home game and a division game that you need to win, and everything else on the line, to score, get the 3 and out, get good field position, and then score again to go up 10, and finish in the fourth quarter. How big was that?
Yeah, well, we believed it. We believed that we get to the fourth quarter, we'll win it. We didn't say that we'll be winning by the fourth quarter. We just said let's get to the fourth quarter. All right, let's keep it close. So when we do get there, we're going to win it, and that's what we did. And that's something that we've learned throughout this season. We've talked about it, but you can go back, early in the year, and we didn't do that. We didn't finish. So we emphasized it. Whatever's been emphasized is already in. It's a continuation of that. We brought it up in the fourth quarter. We talked about it again. This is our quarter. This is how we're going to finish. This is what we're going to do. And the guys did exactly that. And when you actually go out there and do it, it creates more belief that you can get it done. We talked about some teams, you watch college football, guys come back in the second half, or you can be either team. You can be the one that lets them come back. You can be the team that comes back. How do you do that? You got to believe it, and those guys did. And so I thought the fourth quarter was exactly what we hoped for. Our guys responded to it, and that's got to be something that we continue.